What if the one thing stopping you from real conversations in English isn't your vocabulary, isn't your accent? It's just not knowing how to ask a simple question. Today, we fix that forever.
Welcome to the MX English Podcast, where every episode brings you one step closer to real, confident, natural English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Max. Mia, how are you doing today?
I am genuinely wonderful. The sun is out, the coffee is hot, and we have an incredible episode for our learners today. How about you, Max?
I am so happy right now, and I actually have a story to tell you.
Oh, a story? Already? Tell me everything.
So, last week, I went to my usual coffee shop, and I finally used the introduction we practiced in our last episode with the barista.
Yes! You said you were going to do that. You were going to practice with the barista.
I walked up and I said, "Hello, my name is Max. I'm originally from Poland." And she smiled, a real warm smile, and she said, "Oh, really? Where in Poland?"
She asked you a question back. That's a real conversation starting.
"Exactly," I answered. I said, "Krakow." And she said, "I actually have a friend from Krakow." And just like that, we talked for 5 whole minutes.
Max, that is genuinely amazing. A real conversation with a stranger in English.
It felt incredible, like a champion.
You remembered our word.
Always. But Mia, here's where the story gets complicated.
Oh no, what happened?
At the end of our conversation, I wanted to ask her something. I wanted to say, "Where are you from?" But inside my head, everything got tangled. Is it where you are from, or where are you from? The words flipped around, and I froze.
Ah, yes. This is one of the most common struggles I hear from learners.
I just smiled, said nothing, and walked away.
So you could answer her questions beautifully, but when it came to asking your own question, that felt like a completely different skill.
Exactly. Answering felt natural. Asking? Totally different. Like a different sport.
And that is precisely why we are here today. Because asking questions in English is a skill. And like every skill, it can be learned, practiced, and mastered.
Today's topic? WH questions. How to ask anything in English.
WH questions. Now, before we get into it, if you're enjoying the MX English podcast, please hit the like button right now and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Share this with a friend who's learning English, especially someone who wants to have more real conversations. Because questions, as you'll see today, are how human beings connect.
Good questions create good conversations.
Every single time. Okay, let's talk about our 6 question words. I love to call them the 6 magic words.
6 magic words. I already love this lesson.
Word number 1, what? W-H-A-T. What?
What? For things, objects, actions. What do you eat? What is your name? What do you like?
Perfect. Word number 2, where? W-H-E-R-E. Where?
Where? For places. Where do you live?
Exactly. Word number 3, when? W-H-E-N. When?
When? For time. When do you start work?
Beautiful. Word number 4, who? W-H-O. Who?
Who? For people. Who is she?
Yes. Word number 5, why? W-H-Y. Why?
Why? For reasons. Why are you happy?
And the last magic word, how? H-O-W. How?
How? But wait, how doesn't start with WH?
Great observation. You're absolutely right. How starts with just H, but we always include it in the WH question group.
Okay, so our 6 words are what, where, when, who, why, how.
Say them one more time.
What, where, when, who, why, how.
Now, can I add something that really helps learners remember this?
Please.
What, where, when, who, and why, they all start with W, and how starts with H. So the official name in grammar is 5 W's and 1 H.
5 W's and 1 H. That's actually really easy to remember.
That's the goal. Now, how do we actually build a question using these words? We have 2 patterns. Let's start with pattern 1.
I'm ready. Give it to me.
Pattern 1, WH word, then do or does, then the subject, then the verb.
Say that one more time.
WH word, do or does, subject, verb. For example, what do you eat? What is the WH word? Do comes next. You is the subject. Eat is the verb. What do you eat?
I see the formula. Let me try with where. Where do you live?
Perfect on the first try. Now, when do we use does instead of do?
Do is for I, you, we, they. Does is for he, she, it.
You remember that rule beautifully. So it would be where does she live, not where do she live.
Where does she live? He, she, it always does.
When does he start work?
Why does Max sleep so much?
Is that about you?
My dog, also named Max. It is a very important question that I ask every single day.
And he never answers.
Never. Okay, let's practice building questions together. You give me the pieces, I'll build the question.
Ready? Where you live.
Where do you live?
What she eat for breakfast.
What does she eat for breakfast?
When they wake up.
When do they wake up?
One more. Who he work with.
Who does he work with?
4 for 4. You've got it completely.
Do, I, you, we, they. Does, he, she, it. I will not forget that.
Say it one more time so it sticks.
Do, I, you, we, they. Does, he, she, it.
That's the rule. That is pattern 1. Now, pattern 2. And this one is even simpler.
Simpler? You had me at simpler.
Pattern 2, WH word, then is or are, then the noun or adjective. No do or does at all.
When do we use this pattern instead?
When the verb in the answer is be. When someone says, I am, or she is, or they are. In those cases, the question uses is or are, not do or does.
Give me an example. What is your name? Not what do your name. Because the answer is my name is Max. The verb is be.
Ah, where is the station? Who is she? How is your day?
Exactly right. Now you try one.
Why are you happy?
Perfect. You are happy in the statement, so why are you happy in the question? Natural, fluid, correct.
What is your favorite food?
A very natural and very common question. 2 patterns, 6 magic words. And those 2 things together cover the overwhelming majority of questions you will ever ask in daily English conversation.
2 formulas. That's actually manageable. I feel more confident already.
Good, because now we move into the real world. I call these the 6 must-know questions. The questions you will use every single day with real people in real life.
I want all 6 right now.
Question 1. What do you do? This question means, what is your job?
Oh, what do you do doesn't mean what are you doing right now in this moment?
Not in this context, no. When someone asks, "What do you do?" in conversation, they are almost always asking about your profession. It is one of the most common questions in English.
What do you do, Mia?
I'm an English teacher. See how naturally that works? Question 2. Where are you from? You know this one.
I'm originally from Poland.
Question 3. How are you? Almost every learner knows this one.
Yes, but so many people just say, I am fine, thank you, and stop there.
And the conversation dies. A much better answer is, I'm good. And you? 2 extra words that keep everything alive.
I'm good. And you? It's amazing how much difference 2 words make.
Everything in conversation is about keeping the door open. Question 4. What time is it? This one is incredibly useful, especially as a conversation starter with a stranger.
Excuse me, what time is it? Polite, simple, natural.
And it opens a door. Question 5. Where do you live? Perfect for getting to know someone new.
And question 6?
What do you like? Simple, open, direct, and it invites the other person to share something personal.
What do you like? I love that one.
Let's practice all 6 right now. Max, ask me every question, one by one.
Okay. Question 1. What do you do, Mia?
I'm an English teacher.
Question 2. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Poland.
Question 3. How are you?
I am absolutely wonderful today. Thank you so much for asking.
Question 4. What time is it?
It is exactly the right time to be learning English.
That is not a real answer.
Fine, fine. It's about 10 in the morning.
Question 5. Where do you live?
I live in a small, cozy apartment right in the heart of the city.
And question 6. What do you like?
I like teaching, I like reading, and I love a really good cup of tea in the morning. Deeply and completely.
I feel like I actually know you now.
And you asked all 6 questions perfectly. The formulas work in the real world.
They really do.
Now, one final challenge before we wrap up.
A challenge. Let's go.
We're going to do a mini interview. Max, you will interview me. 1 question for each WH word. All 6 magic words. Like a real journalist.
Max, the journalist. I can do this.
First question.
What is your favorite thing about teaching English?
My favorite thing is the moment a student understands something for the very first time. Their eyes get a little wider. They say, "Oh," quietly, like something just clicked. And in that moment, I think, yes, that is exactly why I do this.
Second question. Where do you go when you need to relax?
I go for a walk. No music, no phone, no podcast, just me and the street. I think, I breathe, and I always come back feeling better.
Third question. When did you start teaching English?
I started about 8 years ago. I was honestly terrified at first, but I loved it immediately, even through the nerves.
Wait, I used did there. When did you start? That's different from when do you start?
Excellent ear, Max. Yes, when did plus a verb is for the past. When did you start means at what point in the past did this happen? Same WH word, different helper verb for a different time.
When did, past. When do, present. Same family, different time period.
Exactly. You're making real grammatical connections now. Continue the interview.
Fourth question. Who is your best friend?
My best friend is someone I met at university. We don't live in the same city anymore, but we talk every single week. Real friendship doesn't shrink with distance.
5th question. Why do you love English?
Because English opens doors. You can speak to people from every corner of the world. You can understand films, books, music, ideas. English is a key, and a key opens everything that's locked.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Sixth and final question.
How do you stay so calm all the time?
That is a very kind thing to say. I think I stay calm because I remember that everyone is learning. Everyone is trying. And trying, genuinely trying, is already more than enough.
That's real wisdom.
Now, 2 questions for you, Max.
Ready.
What is one thing you want to learn this year?
I want to speak English without stopping to think, to just talk, naturally, easily, freely. No more frozen moments in coffee shops.
That is a beautiful and very achievable goal. And my final question, why do you love learning English?
Because I want to connect. I want to talk to people everywhere I go. I want to travel and feel free when I open my mouth. English gives me that freedom, and freedom is everything.
Max, that was a perfect answer.
I had a really good teacher.
Okay, let's do our review. The 6 magic words.
What? Things and actions. Where? Places. When? Time. Who? People. Why? Reasons. How? Ways.
Pattern 1.
WH word plus do or does plus subject plus verb. What do you eat? Where does she live?
Pattern 2.
WH word plus is or are plus noun or adjective. What is your name? How is your day?
The 6 must-know questions.
What do you do? Where are you from? How are you? What time is it? Where do you live? What do you like?
And the bonus grammar point?
When plus did for the past. When did you start? Same WH word, past tense helper. Same family, different time.
You remembered absolutely everything.
I had very good material to work with.
And one last thing, and this might be a most important thing we say today. Questions are not just grammar. They are a gift.
A gift?
When you ask someone a question, you are saying, I am interested in you. I want to know you. I see you. That is one of the kindest things one person can offer another.
Questions show you care.
So use them. Use them well and use them often.
And here is your challenge before our next episode. Go out this week, at a coffee shop, at work, with a neighbor, with anyone, and ask one real question in English. Use one of our 6 magic words. What, where, when, who, why, or how. Just one question. And notice how the conversation opens up. You have the tools now. All you have to do is use them.
We believe in you completely. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for spending it with us here on the MX English Podcast.
Thank you, everyone. Really.
Please subscribe so you never miss an episode. Give this one a like. It genuinely helps us reach more learners around the world. And share it with a friend who is working on their English.
And we have a question for you today. And yes, we planned that on purpose.
Leave a comment below. What is one question you want to ask in English? Write it using one of our 6 magic words. What, where, when, who, why, or how. We read every single comment.
Every one. We really do.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye, and keep practicing. One question at a time.